Hi, I'm Karen Brown, President of HipSaver Canada. We're the Canadian distributor for HipSaver, the world's leader in hip protection. We'll take a look at the models intended for use by people who are incontinent now. If you have an individual who is fairly independent but does need to wear an incontinence brief some of the time or all of the time, the HipSaver nursing home is an ideal choice. This is what it looks like. Now, in the pictures that you may see on the website or in promotional materials, it looks a little bit like a miniskirt. It's difficult to take a discrete picture and show you that there is a crotch, but there it is indeed. It has a wide open leg design so that there's no fabric on top of the elastic of the incontinence brief to cause wounds. It's perfectly comfortable. It's a more square cut design because incontinence briefs are square cut. Now, we had some VA hospitals in the States that had been using this model for several years, and they called the HipSaver plant and spoke to the owner and the designer about their challenges that they faced as healthcare aides in dealing with people who needed to be changed with the assistance of a healthcare aide. So this model was developed. It's called HipSaver Quick Change. It has the same cut and styling as the HipSaver nursing home, but it has a crotch that detaches at the front. So for the healthcare aide that's changing someone, typically, unless they're changed on a toilet where the garment can just be pulled down, they would be changed standing up in a bedroom, in a hallway, perhaps even in the bathroom. They can undo the crotch, lift the hip protector up on the body of the individual, getting it out of the way, change the incontinence brief, and then pull the HipSaver back down into place and dome up the crotch. For healthcare aides, this makes their job happen a lot faster. You don't have to take anything on or off. And for the end user, especially people who get agitated at being approached and fussed with a lot, it makes the change happen a lot faster. The added benefit is that without something dangling down between their knees or ankles, it's not a trip hazard. So you need to keep that in mind. If you've got somebody who needs to take a step to regain balance or wants to take a step to try to get away from you, the HipSaver Quick Change might be the ideal choice for you. The VA hospitals came back to us a while later and said, well, that's really nice. Now we've got individuals who need to be changed laying down. There are any number of reasons why staff may want to change somebody laying down. Among them, the fact that there's a shortage of staff at the nighttime, the individual is obese or difficult to manage. So this product is called the HipSaver Wrap and Snap. Again, the same cut as the nursing home. It has the crotch that detaches at the front, just like the Quick Change. And then it has snaps from crotch to navel. What this means is that when they're laying down in bed, you can undo all the domes. It reminds me of when my babies were little and they had little onesies t-shirts. You undo the domes, you don't need to rock and roll them to get the hip protector off. Change the incontinence brief, and when they're done, you wrap them and snap them. Clearly, we don't spend a lot of time thinking of sexy names. They just are what they are.